Y'all can see this?
Yeah.
Y'all can see this?
Yes.
Everybody get your phone out. Everybody get your camera out. Because this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Get your phone and your camera out. And don't worry, we're going to march again in a minute. We're not going to be deterred. But I want you to hear why we call him the American Hitler. In his own words.
I called this press conference. Oh, I'm going to do way worse than waterboarding. I'm going to torture the families of terrorist suspects.
No!
I'm going to pack Guantanamo with some bad dudes.
Mind Trump!
Your fucking hands off me, bitch! And let me tell you, Mexicans are drug dealers and rapists.
Mind Trump! No! No!
And I'll tell you this, we're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it.
Mind Trump! No!
I've heard from an extremely credible source that Obama's birth certificate is a fraud.
Mind Trump!
These countries around the world where there's terrorists, I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
Mind Trump!
Illegitimate.
Let there be an arms race. We will outlast them and outmatch them at every turn.
Mind Trump!
CNN, be quiet. You're fake news.
Mind Trump!
If you burn the flag, there should be consequences.
Mind Trump!
You should go to jail for a year or be stripped of your citizenship.
Mind Trump!
You know, I could just walk up and grab women by the pussy because I'm a celebrity.
Mind Trump!
That's all? You want more?
Yes.
Just wait till I get in office.
Mind Trump!
Just wait. Just wait. You're fake news too.
Mind
You're
Trump!
fake news too. You're fake news too. You're all fake.
You're fake. You're fraud.
Illegitimate!
Future journalist, I guess I'm fake.
Trump and Pence are illegitimate.
Trump and Pence are fascists. Trump and Pence are illegitimate. Trump and Pence are fascists. Trump and Pence are illegitimate. Trump and Pence are fascists. Trump and Pence are illegitimate. Trump and Pence are fascists. Trump and Pence are illegitimate.
You heard in the words of Donald Trump what is on the horizon, what is in the offing. These horrors and more will come down. He has talked about a very busy first day, inflicting horrors on humanity. These will happen. And think about what they will mean. Think about immigrant children who won't know whether their parents will come home from work. Think about immigrant parents who won't know if their children are going to come home from school or ended up rounded up and deported. Think about Muslims who are forced to register. Think about what that will mean. Think about women and girls looking at the prospect of a sexual predator in the White House, creating a culture where men and boys feel they can grab women in their private parts. Think about what this will mean for black and brown people in this society. When Trump goes nationwide with stop and frisk, revoking the rights against unreasonable search and seizure for black and brown people. Think about what all this will mean if we don't stop it. And we must stop it. And we can stop it. We can flood in the streets in our millions. We can start that right now. Everybody in the sound of my voice needs to flood into the streets. Come out tomorrow in the thousands. Come out the day after that in the tens of thousands. Come out after that in the hundreds of thousands and build it up to the millions. Create a political crisis that can force the prevention of this regime from taking power or its removal if they do get the reins of power. This is what is necessary and what is possible. Think about this, sisters and brothers. Think about the horrors this man has already promised. Think about the horrors that he has already kicked off, with his followers snatching the hijabs off of observant Muslim women, chanting "Build the Wall" to their Latino classmates in schools. Think about this. Think about the more horrible horrors to come, and then think about our responsibility to stop it. If you're here, spread the word on this. Take pictures and video and post it online. When you leave here tonight, go and talk to the people you live among or work among. Talk to the people you go to school with. You're in school, challenge your classmates. Do you want to, is our future going to be determined by a fascist America? No. In your neighborhood, in your church, are we going to sit by and allow these horrors to go down?
Hell no!
And I know there's some folks in church who are saying, well, we praying about this. Well, let me give you some advice. Don't pray for Donald Trump for starters. Get ready to come out in the street and pray that even more people come out in the street with you. If you work in a government building here in D.C., let's be clear. Business as usual will become putting together a list of Muslims who will be forced to register. The first step towards the camps. Compiling lists of immigrants to be rounded up and deported, with their families torn apart, with people disappeared. This is what business as usual will become. We cannot sit by and allow that to happen. History has harshly judged the good Germans who sat back while Hitler committed crimes against humanity. Well, Donald Trump is an American Hitler. And that question is before people in this country right now. Will you sit back? Will you allow these horrors to go down?
No.
Will you be good Americans to Trump's American Hitler?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Because you do that and you have surrendered your humanity. We need to be the kind of people who will stand up and resist these horrors, and that needs to start right now.
Yeah, he's illegitimate.
That's it. And just one more thing. A lot of us are wearing eyes. Why are we wearing these eyes? Because he's illegitimate. He's illegitimate because he stands for muzzling the press. Because he stands for targeting whole groups of people based upon their race, their ethnicity, or their religious faith. He's illegitimate because he wants to silence protesters and dissenters. Wants to take the citizenship away from people who burn a flag. He's illegitimate because he wants to put all the horrors this system brings down on steroids and greatly intensify them and suffocate the room to stand up and fight them. That's why he's illegitimate, and we cannot sit by and allow an illegitimate fascist regime to take the reins of power in this society. So more tonight we're going to be in the streets demonstrating our refusal to accept a fascist America. We're going to come back tomorrow with the same message. We're going to join with people on Friday in the streets if we haven't succeeded in stopping this regime before it starts. We're going to be joining with people not just to register our disapproval, but to stop this regime from consolidating its hands on power. We're going to be out on Saturday with the women and others who flock into the city. We're going to take this into next week because we got to stop this regime. We cannot sit by and allow it to happen.